morning, good morning, good morning to you. Good morning, and how do you do? Your face is like sunshine. You bring me good cheer. I am so happy to see you and glad you are here. Good morning, friends. Good morning. Come on in. Come on in. We are going to have a fun morning celebrating this beautiful country. It is Canada Day. However, before we go to work for anyone else, we want to go to work for ourselves first. So, friends, we are trying something different. I have the camera turned around. I cannot see anyone. And I want to take a moment to just spend time in this present moment with you. The river is still. This great and mighty Ottawa River. The Kichi Sibi. You see, the Ottawa River is known in the Algonquin language as Kichi Sibi, meaning the Great River. Long before there was a Canada Day, there was this mighty river. And I want to bring that gratitude as this sun takes her rise behind the clouds. And the clouds represent those stories that aren't part of the truth. And they can represent the stories in words that we are also telling ourselves. And so today, on this brand new day, here in Canada, we are celebrating Canada Day. And on the mighty Ottawa River, Kichi Sibi, I acknowledge that I am on the unceded territory of the Anishinaabe. My friends, and many of the lessons that they have lovingly passed through me, they are not my stories to share. I recognize and honor that way. And I live the way of truth. And on this land and on this day today, the Ottawa River is known. It was a gathering route. The river was a vital trade portage for hunting. It's my home. And the name Ottawa, the capital of this beautiful country, comes from the river name, and it is connected all the way down. So Ottawa has always been about exchange, about movement, relationship, connection. Let's do this. Hello. Good morning to you. Good morning, and how do you do? Your face is like sunshine. You bring me good cheer. I am so grateful to see you and glad you are here. Good morning. Good morning. I needed a moment of gratitude to be out here, friends, to be out here in nature on this beautiful day. And isn't it a beautiful day? It's a beautiful day to have a beautiful day. And honestly, I want to recognize this mighty Ottawa River. She has taught me so much, this Kichi Sibi River. And I'm just going to open this. How's everyone doing? Saying good morning, being in nature, trying to open up a tin. There's just too many things to do. What was that? Hold on. Don't get rid of that. Shane. Love, baby. Love. And I appreciate that. And I appreciate that we are making assumptions. I have learned that word now. So it is I can't open that. We're not going there this morning. Good morning from Canada, Ontario. Hello, good morning. I am here in Westmeath, Ontario, Canada. Happy Canada Day, friends. Happy Canada Day. And miigwech for being here. I want to recognize that we are on the unceded territory of the Anishinaabe. Can somebody please? Yeah, I'm almost. No. This cannot be the moment. This cannot be the moment that Shane literally comes out to save the day. Rescue the day for my ceremonial tobacco. Yay! But thank you for coming. I love you. You're welcome. Let's place our gratitudes down, friends. I want to have a lot of fun. I want to have some stories. So if you are joining us, wherever you are joining us from, please place that down and what you are grateful for, something that brings a feeling to your heart. And I want to try on happy feelings. And if you've been to one of our Come Home to Yourself events, you will know. So I want that we want to place gratitude in our hearts. That's what you'll know. So thank you to the land. How is everyone doing this morning? I had this wild idea that I would do this land ceremony. So I had turned the camera around, and it just doesn't work that way. Spirit doesn't work through technology. And so we meet us where we're at. So good morning, Winnipeg. I just started Ozempic. Is that what you used, or was it another? And so I'm going to address this comment so that we can move on. And so I share every single morning that we want to move the body. So I've already done my 5 forms. I've done 3 on one side and 3 on the other of each form. And I have not used Ozempic. So thank you for asking. What I did is I went into the cellular memory of each chakra, of each organ, and I correlated the emotion that resides in there. I began to use my inner power centers, these chakra systems, to let go of the years of abandoning all of the feelings that I didn't have time to feel. So, from childhood, I moved into motherhood, and I have been here in motherhood. And so I appreciate you for asking. And no, I have never taken it. And I have great respect for the women that are. I'm learning more and more about it. And so thank you for asking. And there are, to be very, very, very precise, in my little hot tub manifestation machine that I call it, I sat there and I said, okay, how does healing look? How does this body look? What do we need? And so what I did is I manifested very intentionally what I teach here. I manifested, I am so happy and grateful to live in this body. I am so happy and grateful to feel again. You see, when tragedy hit me, I had a choice to make, and the darkness was very enticing. And as this little Star Wars gal, I was like, I'm not giving in to the darkness. I needed, though, to meet the darkness. And I needed to go meet the parts of myself where I had never allowed love to reach. And so when I allowed love to reach all the way down, and I added in my manifestation fairy magic dust, very intentional, I am so happy and grateful. And what I did is I designed my body away from, and let me tell you, as a size 22 gal who is down 83 pounds, the sky is waking up behind us. And I learned to celebrate every brand new day. And it's a longer story of how I came home to myself. And so as I continue on building this next version of Tasha, I am in the window of this 4.9 version. And this 4.9 version of me has been through it. She has seen things. She has grown through things. She am still mothering. And she learned to love herself so much that love had to become the answer. Thank you so much. And I'm so grateful that you asked. And I'm so grateful that you were brave enough to ask, because there are big changes. And I am stepping into that role of stating that it's okay to love yourself so much. It's okay to love yourself so much. Aloha. Aloha. Good morning. Okay, friends, we're going to have some fun. It is Canada Day here in Ottawa on the Ottawa River, the mighty Ottawa River. And I would like to introduce you to her. And so we're going to flip this around. Da, 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 da. And I'm going to introduce you to my little house where we have been rising and shining and greeting the day together for 4 years as a community. And every morning we reach for those feelings of happiness and joy. And so today is a different day because today is Canada Day. Today is Canada Day. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. And along this mighty Ottawa River, I recognize that we're on the unceded territory of the Anishinaabe. So before the Ottawa River, it is also known in the Algonquin language as the Kichi Sibi. It's also meaning the Great River or the Grand River. This is my home. So yes, happy Canada Day. And let's celebrate nature and togetherness. This river has been a vital trade, travel, portage, hunting, fishing, gathering route for the Algonquin peoples long before Ottawa became the capital city, friends. And the name Ottawa comes through the river name, and it is connected, meaning to trade. So Ottawa has always been about exchange and movement, relationship, connection. And here in La Paz, in Westmeath, this is my home. I grew up in Toronto, big city, the capital of Ontario. And in 1992, I moved, and by the way, let's just say, go Jays go. I moved to Ottawa. And now, 9 years ago, I moved up the Ottawa River into the Ottawa Valley, where I call home. Whitewater region, along the mighty Ottawa River, with all of her glorious whitewater rafting. There is just down the river, down here, there is a bald eagle. Oh my gosh, what is the conservation area? And so we will canoe up to it and get to experience that. Or when our, beautiful Indigenous friends that have been walking this journey alongside of me, where I stand for every child matters. Because you see, today, to recognize Canada Day, it is a strong family day for my family. There is a national day for truth and reconciliation that honors all of the children that were taken from their families, the children who never returned home. And so I want to recognize that for those survivors, families, and communities living, with the ongoing impacts of residential schools, I recognize Orange Shirt Day. I recognize, I honor, I walk this path as a mother, as an angel mama who has lost one child to a medical error. And my path has been lit up with love. And that's how I returned home, friends. And I carry this as a foundational story of love. So good morning. So good morning again, and happy Canada Day. Happy Canada Day. Let's have some stories, friends. Let's have some stories. Where are my Canadians at? Please tell me what your favorite Canadian tradition is, because I would love to share with you mine. I would love to share with you mine. I've been momming for 31 years, and when I became a mom, I wanted to start those rich family traditions. And so let's just grab a seat. Let's grab a seat. I have a bunch of books here, but we are just going to talk and chat. All right, so we're going to have some fun this morning before we get the kids up, and we are heading downtown Ottawa for our Canada Day celebration. Okay, which has been a standing tradition. We're going to do this my way, with love, with gratitude, with truth, and with our feet on the land, friend, because my family tradition is downtown Ottawa, and I want to feel the energy of the capital, and I want to celebrate together, and I want to celebrate right here. And I want you to ask me questions. Ask me questions, please. Ask me questions. And Shane, please write the questions down and keep bringing them out to me, because we need to start doing this a little bit differently. I want to have a seat at the table, and I want to recognize that at this seat at the table, that Tasha, being a very neurodivergent woman who is healing her way and looking today for maintenance, there is a healing script. So however you wish to come in, please go to the links right under my profile picture, okay? And it's going to direct you. If you want to dive deeper into the conversation, there's an intro conversation. The next live conversation is happening in August. Then we have another live conversation happening in September. Where my feet are going to be on the ground then are in New Brunswick, with my family celebrating Acadian Day. Because I want to go take the stories of what I've shared from my home in southern France, a place that I did not know I was from. And yet when I landed there last September with my feet on the ground, there was only one plane ticket in. It was to the Marseille airport. It came from Scotland. I was on a heritage path, this soul pilgrimage of opening my soul up, of coming home. And I found myself on the top of a mountain learning about many of these women that have walked this path and that teach this sacred heart opening. And I listened in a brand new way. And I'm taking those stories home to my family in Brunswick. Last I saw this family, I was 14. And I have walked this earth as a mother for 31 years. I've grieved my dad for over 10 years, and a month later, I met the man that I had manifested many years before, and energetically, we embraced each other in that law of gestation, in that window of receive mode. And I want us to all receive. And 4 years into that journey with my husband, tragedy hit our family. And we had to learn how to breathe, how to move, how to love. And now we share that full time. Wherever we go, we share it on this journey home authentically. My husband has an education from Algonquin College, where he attended. Oh gosh. Police foundations. There we go. And my background is in recreation and leisure services, also from Algonquin College. And so when that tragedy hit, we went into our mastery window of service and said, okay, just like anybody else does on a resume, what are our transferable skills? And I have 30 years of manifestation mastery, marketing in the old school way, not this new way. And I needed to come on here and just learn the ropes so that as we share that story. So again, the come home story is going to be in Nouveau Brunswick, in St. Louis de Kent in August. And in September, we will be right here in Canada celebrating Every Child Matters. So that one will be on September 19th, and we will be blending in more of those Indigenous teachings with our invited friends that day, as we recognize and we celebrate that we are on the unceded territory of the Anishinaabe. And so to recognize Canada is to recognize this great, rich history. And we are in the world, friends. We are in the season of powwows. Is anybody going to the All Nations powwow in August? Or is anybody going to the, I believe Pikwakanagan is the weekend after. Is anyone going to a powwow this summer? Does anybody wish to go to a powwow this summer? So let's just take some time wherever we are. Just tell me where you're coming in from. What's on your heart? How are we feeling? All of those dreams, all of those visions. If you are here in Canada, good morning, family. Happy Canada Day. So we're doing this the Tasha way, with love and gratitude and truth, and with our feet on the land. Let's come home to the land. Let's come home to the river. Let's come home to truth. Let's come home to love. The name Canada, village, settlement. The Ottawa River is known as we recognize that we are on the Algonquin territory, the Anishinaabe. We recognize this unceded territory. The Ottawa River, also known as the Kichi Sibi, the Great River, the Grand River. This beautiful river has been a vital travel and trade portage for hunting, fishing, gathering, long before Ottawa became the capital city. Ottawa was my home for 25 years after I moved from Toronto. And we're heading to Ottawa today as a family. It's a tradition in downtown Ottawa, feeling the energy of the capital, celebrating together, and then coming home here to Westmeath tonight for the big local fireworks. Oh my goodness gracious, friends. It's so fun. So hand on heart. Let's use this as a gratitude practice as we see this sun rising in the sky, wherever you are. As that sun rises, I want to thank it for a new beginning. As it rises in the eastern door, that new beginning. It teaches us that each new sun announces life is so abundant, and she's asking us to participate by using all of our abilities. So bring to mind your talents and your gifts. Centering at your heart, bring your awareness now to your south. Thank you for the warmth, family, children, joy, and the fire of life, that fire that burns within us. We want to go to the western door of tonight. Thank you for the waters, the emotions, the endings, the releases, and the wisdom, right? All of that beautiful wisdom that will come today, and the wisdom from yesterday that we get to place right here, right now, from that western door in this moment, this new day. And our North Star, thank you for the ancestors, the elders, all of our teachers, the ones who stood before us and the ones that are still guiding us. Happy Canada Day, Taya. I want to bring your attention and awareness above your head, to the sky above, to the birds in the sky. I want you to say thank you to that beautiful sun in your belief window. Be authentic to who you are. Thank you for this great mystery, creation, great spirit, mystery, possibility, this breath of life. Happy Canada Day, Nicole. That is exactly what we are here doing, baby. Thank you, Elise. Let's bring our attention awareness to the earth below us, to our tree friends, right? The standing tall friends. As above, so below. Thank you to the land, to the trees, to the waters, to these stones, to the roots, to this home, to this heart. And let's go within to that heart. Thank you to our heart, the direction within us, the place where truth and love meet, baby. And as we meet nature, I want you to feel the land that we are experiencing right now. We are coming to you from the Ottawa Valley on that mighty Ottawa River, the Kichi Sibi, the Great River, the traditional territory of the Algonquin and Anishinaabe peoples. And I offer gratitude to the land, to the water, to the ancestors, to the elders, to the knowledge keepers, to the children, to the families, and to the nations who have loved, protected, traveled, prayed, traded, gathered, and lived with this river long before Canada had its name. You see, today I celebrate Canada with my whole heart, friends. And I also hold the truth that that love asks us to remember. You see, real love tells the truth. So real celebration makes room in my world for repair. Okay? And for me to proudly wear the Canada flag again, real pride stands tall enough to listen. Real love has the truth. Yeah. And so I just want to take a moment to take that little Canada Day cruise this morning with you. So let's go to the river again. Real love starts with the truth. Real love starts with the truth. Oh yes, I'm still the self-love and energy gal, friends. Cheers. Never stop exploring. What are some of your favorite Canada Day memories, friends? We're heading down to Ottawa today. Where are you going to be celebrating Canada Day? So now Ottawa is an hour and a half down that river. And I'm more than happy to sit down with you and share a little bit with you if you would like. But for right now, I just want to sit here for another moment longer. Okay. From my heart to yours, have a beautiful day. And
May your day be filled with love, joy, and safety, and embodied leadership. It's time to go within. Self-love is a journey, and that's what I want to celebrate. It's not the destination, because the destination is how you choose to spend today. So celebrate all those gifts. And by the end of the day, share them. Share them with the world. Share them with the world. It is time to open up the world so that we can have a deeper experience with love. And it's time to come home to ourselves. And so from my heart to yours, happy Canada Day. Miigwech for being here. And thank you for sharing your love with me this morning. May you be well. May you be bright. May you be in love with yourself. Be loved. Be love in action. Bye, friends. Have a beautiful, amazing day too. Thank you.